My name is Jenna Prada, and I'm the Director of Executive Functioning Skills at Private Prep. Executive functioning skills are all the skills that we use to set goals, make a plan to achieve those goals, and follow through. So really, if you think of any of the things that kids need to do to be successful across the board, those likely are executive functioning skills. Some of the top complaints from parents are, oh, they procrastinate too much. They don't understand time management. They never know what's expected of them, or they don't get all of their assignments in. Their writing is disorganized. Their space is disorganized. They can't find their things. They're super distracted. Developmentally, they're not ready yet. The reality is that we as humans have a second growth spurt to our prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain up here, prefrontal, that regulates executive functioning. And that occurs in most of us somewhere between 11 and 13 years old. For a student with ADHD, it could get pushed back to closer to 15. And the reality is that the growth spurt we're talking about goes until our mid to late 20s. And so even a teenager isn't quite all the way there yet, right? We think of teenagers as being impulsive. Impulse control, also an executive functioning skill. Prompt with questions. The other piece that's super helpful is as the kids give you answers, let them come up with answers that are different than the answers that you might have, right? I think a lot of us want our children to have the same strategies that we have, but the reality is your strategies are probably different than mine, and that's okay. It's also okay that our kids have different strategies than we have, as long as they're thinking about what works for them as an individual. One of my favorites that almost every kid I work with really does like to use is a whiteboard monthly calendar. I encourage them to use it to put on major due dates. This is when a test is, this is when a project's due, and also any events that they have. These are my games, this is my performance, this is a club, this is grandma's birthday, so that they're set up to be able to plan, right? Because if you don't have that big picture, you have no idea. I also love timers. I've got some egg timers back there. It could just be a digital timer, a watch, whatever. Set a timer if you're having trouble getting started. Commit to just 15 minutes. See how far you get. You might feel encouraged to keep going, but 15 minutes feels more doable than, oh my God, I have to do this whole thing. For other kids who get stuck in particular activities, set a timer that is a limit. You know what? I'm going to work on this math sheet for half an hour, then I'm stopping, right? The timer tells me I'm done, I'm done. Lists are wonderful reminders there. You know, here's the list of everything I need to get into my backpack every day so that I can get through my school day. Here's my list of the things that I need to do at least once every week, and I check them off. Throw those in a page protector, and you can use a whiteboard marker to check them off and then erase it. Awesome.